Okay, I'm ready if you guys are.
Nice! We're ready.
Nice!
Oh my gosh. No. I'm just excited, alright?
Okay, well, in the last session, you guys just had a huge fight with the massive chimera, and you guys were inside the church recovering from the battle.
Yep.
So now this takes place the following day.
I'm sorry, Tom. Real quick, is the echo back too much? Do you want us to be more active with the mute when you're speaking?
Yeah, that would be appreciated.
Okay. Alright, continue.
Alright, so it is the next day, and you guys are awakened by a large clamoring outside. As you guys head out the door, you see that a large ship is making its port.
As in all of us inside the church realize this, or?
Yeah, you guys, after all resting, you guys go outside and see a bunch of people are running toward the dock.
How are you going to introduce Brandon back in? Is he just magically there, or are you going to have him just, like, kind of float back into the party eventually?
He knows what he's
Well, I
doing.
mean, everyone in town is running to the dock, so he's running there too.
I have to come up with where I was.
Is he tripping along the way, or?
No, he was just really drunk at the tavern.
That's the best explanation, I guess. Alright, so we're all running to the docks.
As you guys approach the docks, you see this really big, impressive ship. It was probably like 5 times the size of the ship you guys were on, and a massive crowd is hanging around the dock, anticipating for everyone to get off the ship.
Okay, does any one of us want to do anything about it?
Do we notice anything in particular or different? Obviously, besides the ship is obviously 5 times bigger than what we came on. Is there, noting things like important people on this ship, or do we really know anything else besides that it's a bigger ship?
Well, from what you can tell, it's just a bigger ship. There's a big emblem across the main sail, and there's people that are gathered around. They're whispering, saying, "Oh my God, I think that's him."
Cinder asks Roscoe if he wants to use his tiny halfling height and sneak through the crowd and get a closer look.
Roscoe decides to use his halfling nimbleness to sneak through the crowd and get to the front to find out more information, and he uses an investigation check to see if he can recognize the symbol.
He's running to his computer. Hold on.
From what you can tell, you don't recognize the symbol.
He can reroll his ones.
Yeah, that's a crit fail. Because it's red.
Because of his halfling
Yeah,
skill?
I can re-roll that. I'm going to re-roll that.
I think.
Are you running back in here?
Upon further investigation, you have seen that symbol before. You've seen it somewhere in town, but you're not quite sure from where.
I'm sorry, real quick. Can we do a sidebar?
Yeah.
So, real quick, Luke reminded me before the session, I have one of my traits, I don't know what the heck you want to call it, is wild magic. So anytime I use a first level spell or higher, I get a roll.
Whenever he uses a first level spell or higher, it says the DM can choose whether he can roll again, and if he rolls a 1, then he is able to use or roll a D100 to choose one of his random wild magic abilities. So we just want to make sure that you were aware of that. So whenever he casts a first level spell, it's kind of up to you to decide whether this wild magic thing will take effect.
All right. Okay, I can do that.
Sweet.
Okay, just wanted to make sure that was known. And sorry, continue.
I wrote for a second time.
Yeah, he forgot what you said, Tom.
Okay. You do recognize the symbol that is on the sail, but you're not quite sure where you've seen it in town, but you know you have seen it before.
As I'm at the front of the crowd, I asked the person next to me, I know I've seen that symbol around town. What is it a symbol for?
The guy you asked turns to you and said, "Oh, that's the guild. The guild has come in. That's the guild master's ship. They have a guild hall in town."
I decide to go back to the rest of the group with what I've learned, since it doesn't seem like I will get any additional information by being at the front of the crowd. I went back and told them, so, hey guys, it looks like the guildmaster's in town. That symbol's over at the guild hall, and I talked to some people, and it seems like this is a pretty big deal.
Cinder says, okay, well, what do you think we should do about it? I think we should just go back to our tents and just wait until we get some orders.
I agree.
Well, it seems like we should probably see what comes off the ship, since the guild is very powerful here. We should just hang around the docks and see if we can get any more information or, possible quests
As I'm
from the people who are here.
as I'm staring at the flag, I notice. I look to my right and be like, "Hey, is that Aku?"
I'm staring.
And I
out.
wave to him, "Hey, Aku, where have you been?"
I don't notice his wave. I'm just staring intently at the ship.
What's your name again?
Coda, it's right there.
Yeah, you literally can see it right there.
I turn to Coda. I'm like, who is that?
He was with us on the ship when we came in. You don't remember? He got tentacled like 3 times.
Ah, the useless one. That's right.
That's his name.
I'm glad he's okay.
The useless one.
So we approach Aku and be like, "Where have you been?"
I turn and say, at the tavern, I'm drinking a lot.
And he's southern now. I walk up and say, it's a pleasure to meet you, Aku.
Meek you.
So where are you extending your hand?
Yeah.
I look at his hand and I bat it away.
Wow.
And Cinder immediately has a resentment towards Aku for the rest of life.
Just like real life.
Until he can prove that he's capable of anything,
As
I don't rely or respect him at all.
I look over to Aku and I say, "How have you been? Have you learned anything since the last time we ran into you?"
You haven't met him.
No,
You haven't.
You have
First session. I
You
was
weren't
there.
there
You
in the
were not
first
there.
session.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
on the ship.
You weren't on the ship.
I was there with you.
No, it wasn't.
No.
Because I recorded the first session.
That was when you were.
Oh, I watched it. Okay.
Ha! It's like he was
No,
there.
you're right. That was
It's like he was, I was like, you weren't there.
No, you're right.
So you say what then?
I say nothing.
I don't say nothing. Never mind.
Then as I see
I walk up to Aku and I say, hey, this is my friend Imrith.
Nice to meet you, Aku.
hi,
He's a little awkward and useless.
Doubly on the useless.
yeah.
He seems a little slow to me, guys. I don't know. Let's give him a break. I say that just quiet enough that Aku doesn't hear me, by the way.
Alright, so let's progress.
Okay, so do you guys stay there or do you head back to the camp?
We'll just stay there and watch it unfold.
Yeah, I think we'll just wait and see who comes off the boat.
Okay, so as you guys are waiting there, a man starts pushing his way through the crowd and knocks you guys over. and when you look up, and it's your old friend Borthal pushing his way through the crowd, and he gets onto the dock, and he waves the ship in.
Well, you reacted, so
Yeah,
how do you react?
I didn't want that to be in character though.
Is that the guy who I tried to charm?
No,
that was the guy.
You don't know this guy.
You
Cinder knows this guy. Cinder's like, hey, isn't that the troublemaker that knocked me out?
He didn't knock you out. He knocked me out.
Knocked me to the ground.
Yeah. So who did he actually run into?
He kind of like pushed through the middle of you guys.
Says Uval.
Noticing my friend's distraught, I try and spit on him.
Are you fucking serious? You realize he's all the way at the dock now, right?
Well, yeah, that's the point. I'm drunk.
I mean, he is drunk.
Okay, I guess Akuduku tries to spit on him.
Do I need to make a roll or anything?
Till like 4:30. Okay, so
Yeah, make a dex check.
Akuduku.
Do a
Wait,
dex.
Dex check.
Where are you, Carl?
Yes.
Dicks.
That wasn't me.
X.
And because you're drunk, you obviously get a negative. Never mind.
So what? It just kind of looms out your mouth. Go ahead, Tom.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, when you go to spit, you accidentally spit on Uthal.
Uthal just kind of like, why does everybody spit on me?
I try and wipe it off with my hand.
I just kind of,
Well, I apologize profusely. I'm so sorry.
I just glare at him like really angrily, like to the point where I'm like almost raging.
You can see the gleam of red in your eyes. I used to being an officer in the military, try to take command and say, "Step aside, let me see what's going on," and I start trying to push my way to the front of the crowd to see for myself what's going on. Sorry, this is Cinder does this.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Okay, persuasion check. Oh no! Oh no!
No one pays any mind to you and doesn't move.
No,
Oh, God.
he heard me.
yeah, he's on his own.
Oh, he's on his
So
own.
you have your own unmuted?
I muted myself after I said that. I looked at Uthal and I said, "Look at this guy, like not trusting me."
Wait, who did you say that to?
I said that to you.
Okay. And you're saying that Cinder's not trusting you?
Yeah,
Well,
not trusting
Now,
me,
hold
knowing
on.
what's going on.
now hold on. I'm just trying to get a better look at the guildmaster.
I
I'm not
understand that,
distrusting
but
you,
I'm playing my character.
Cinder is not distrusting you, little halfling.
You don't
You
know
have
that
been-
I said this.
You have been a great.
You don't know that I've said this. You don't know that I've said this.
I'm
I said
right-
this
I'm
to
right
Uthal.
there.
Right there.
I
No,
tried
he's
to push.
trying-
No, I tried to push.
He tried.
through.
He failed.
But I
No,
failed.
Yeah, and I'm saying this before you got back.
He didn't
I
go
didn't
anywhere.
go anywhere.
I didn't say this loudly.
Okay, so
But I heard it anyway.
Uthal says he does try to act all high and mighty sometimes. Like he's in charge.
Excuse me. I was an officer in the military, sir.
And yet you still get knocked on your ass in the middle of a brawl.
Damn. Called out.
Shut up, Coda.
For For a barbarian, you're quite quick with the wit.
Yeah,
Respect.
play your character.
Cinder's respect for Uthal goes up.
I forgot it to be stupid.
Okay, so now what? Anybody else have any ideas of trying to figure out what the fuck going on?
I'm just
I'm
gonna
still
let it
kind of
happen.
chilling.
All right, so I suggest again, let's just head back to our tents and see what happens.
I'm still just
Anyone else in agreement?
Are you
No.
gonna stay there?
I agree.
Yeah, why not?
I sir.
Everyone's
I'm
waiting.
Or no, actually, I kind of want to stay. Yeah, I agree with.
Uthal, Coda, Roscoe. Are you staying?
Oh, he's going back.
No. I guess Akuduku's you're staying.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just standing there.
So
waiting.
he's staying.
All
All
right.
right, so Inlareth and Cinder go back to their tents and just wait for orders.
The rest of us are staying.
Okay, after a few moments, pull the plank off of the ship. Heavily armored man comes stepping down the ship. His armor is big, bulky, and he has a huge greatsword strapped to his back. As soon as he comes off the ship, everyone starts clamoring. Oh my god, it's him! I can't believe he's finally here! And you guys try to squeeze in closer, and you hear them more. You hear whispering. Oh my god, it's him! It's the Iron Warden. After a few more moments pass, a bunch of what it seems to be very powerful adventurers start coming off the ship carrying boxes, and a lot of people wearing what looks to be a blue uniform with a little gold pendant on the side with the emblem that's on the ship.
Would we be able to, or well, I guess would Uthal be able to start helping them carry stuff off the ship?
You would have to get through and ask them.
Okay, so Uthal tries to make his way through.
I follow behind, pushing him. He's my friend. I spit on him.
Did you spill that on him?
Yeah, it's on my hand.
It's not lots.
No.
What does he need to roll? Oh, I'm sorry. We did a long rest, right?
Yes.
Shit, you have a lot of health. What does he need to roll?
We didn't do it.
A persuasion check.
check.
Oh God!
You choking? See, at least you're not negative.
True that.
Fuck.
Still did worse.
Wait, does me pushing on him help?
You go to ask one of
How high
the people
charisma? Why are you
standing there.
No.
They just turn to you and then look away.
I come around from behind him and I try my luck asking our way through. Akuduku, by the way. Yeah.
All right, then you roll persuasion check.
You got a +6 persuasion? Holy shit. You're a lovable idiot. That's literally what you are.
That's the point.
Dear God. All right. There it is.
God roll.
I'm not talking about
They turn to you and they look at you. They're like, "Oh my God! Finally, someone with manners that's offering to help."
Well, it's all on you, Akuduku.
Well, say my friend Uthal wants to help because you don't have any fucking strength.
Wait,
Unmuted?
so
Yeah.
Is this? Sorry. Right now, are we just still? Am I talking my way through the people, or are we already there?
Oh no, you're already.
through.
All right. Then I try and stammer out. My friend Uthal and others and group would like to offer our assistance.
It's very nice seeing someone with manners. Of course, you guys can help.
So is the rest of us there too, or is it just?
Yeah, yeah. You
Stark and I
guys
are
tag
not
along.
along. Inlareth and Cinder are not there.
I immediately go up to the person and be like, "What can we do to help?"
You can start by unloading these big boxes.
I nod and start moving over to the boxes.
I follow suit.
Okay, these are really
I
big
Really
boxes.
big boxes.
Good thing I'm a really big boy.
I can't carry.
So, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah. So
useless.
what are we rolling?
Strength.
Strength.
That's awkward.
Does Roscoe and Coda try to help?
Roscoe tries to go up and talk to people to get more information about who all the other party members are. So he goes to what looks like the captain of the ship.
That would be you. You have to roll.
What do I have to? He hasn't told me what to roll yet.
You can roll a persuasion check to get more information out of them.
Nice. Jesus. The god rolls.
Seriously, man, he's
I
a
don't-
fucking
I don't
lawyer.
understand.
He's a lawyer. He's not a thief. He's a lawyer, which is a different kind of thief, I guess.
So what
Alright, so
specifically
what
do you ask
specifically
them?
do you ask them?
Who are the other party members? I recognize the guild master, but I don't recognize the other people part of that came off the ship with him.
Wait. Do you reckon the guild master or the guild crest? Or the crest on the thing?
Well, I recognize the guy with the big great sword.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he turns to you and tells you that these are all high-ranking members of the Adventurers Guild from the mainland, and that they've all come to this place to start the guild up.
So I asked them, so they're starting the guild up. Do they need new members? I know me and my crew have been very helpful in dealing with the chimera that attacked last night, and I know that we would all be more than helpful if they needed our assistance.
Well, if you got the means of defending yourself, then I don't see why they wouldn't need your help.
Sounds good. We'll approach them next time we see them.
Well, Well, Roscoe went off to talk, and I saw Uthal struggling to pick up a box. I tried to give it my go and pick up a box.
You offer a very little assistance to him.
I'm just making grunting noises.
I'm gonna go and assist as well.
You try to assist, but you're more of in the way.
I thought so.
What the fuck should we do, Storm?
What can we do?
We're
Not there.
tense.
Pitching tents, man. Maybe we come to a realization that we should turn around and head back.
Yeah, you know what? Cinder and Imlareth are still on their way back to their tents, and we're talking to each other, and we're like, you know, we didn't even get to see who came off the ship. Maybe we should go back and at least check out what's going on.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think we should head back to the quartermaster and see if he needs any help with any.
Roscoe, you're not with us.
Oh wait, I forgot. Yeah, that's right.
So we turn around and we head back.
Yeah.
Goddamn black.
We see the crowd, but we don't see any of our friends in the crowd, so we, again, try to push towards the front.
Push?
Well, it's a big-ass crowd.
Well, this should have cleared up by now.
We don't have charisma. Do you have charisma? Hold on.
I
One
do.
second.
Well, I should have cleared up by
Don't.
now.
No.
Okay, we try to push our way towards the front.
Okay, as you are pushing your way through, Borthol comes up and he picks up a box very easily, and he looks over at Uthal and gives him a very sneer at him. Just gives him a little smirk and just walks away. Basically making fun of how weak he is.
I think the only thing Uthal can do is just keep trying to lift the boxes.
To show
While
his strength.
try to not let that get to him. He's
Hey, man.
he's trying to not let it show that it's his little sneer's getting to him, but he's definitely a little frustrated.
You're missing.
I remember.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Uthal basically fucking hates Borthol right now.
Okay, you can try to make another strength check, and if you have two people helping you, they'll give you a +4 to lift up the box.
Got 3 strength.
No, I'm gonna try to do it by myself.
You don't own me?
wow.
That's
You're
Uthal.
gonna push us away
Right,
like that?
Yeah, it's pride. Fuck.
Well, we'll see.
You lift up the box, but you're struggling.
Seeing
It's a pretty
he's
heavy
struggling,
box.
Heavy box.
seeing he's struggling, I try and offer my assistance once again.
Does Uthal even accept it?
I think I'm kind of struggling a little too much to notice that he's trying to help me.
Okay. Ooh!
One-handed.
He's got to unmute it real quick. He's got that retard strength.
So wait, do I
Aku
lift
comes
up?
over and he helps you lift it up.
Don't worry, big guy, I got this.
So you aren't useless after all.
Never said I was. Why am I
Why are
going
you
southern?
doing a southern accent?
I don't know.
Everyone knows Southern people are dumb, apparently.
Well, I'm drunk. I'm a way back in Southern World.
I mean, look
Sorry,
at Charlotte.
you were drunk or
Like
Akuduku was drunk?
Akuduku.
Okay. Still?
Dude, it's
He's
only
at the
been
tavern
like...
for like 2 days.
Yeah.
He's been drunk for 2 days?
Yeah.
He's on the binge. Like, gosh,
The
leave
boot.
him be.
Okay, so
Alright.
Akuduku helps Uthal.
Yeah, so we're walking, following the other guys with boxes.
All right, so you guys spend a while carrying boxes at the end of the port where they have carts where they start pushing it toward the guild hall.
Anyone have anything to add? Try?
Does the other two that just showed up want to help carry boxes too?
Yeah, Cinder sees Uthal carrying a box and realizes he should have stayed and tried to help out as well.
What am I jumping?
I'm walking past Cinder. I'm like, oh, you decided to not be useless.
Like this. Unlike this guy.
Unlike Akuduku here.
Yes. I just smile.
There's a reason why he came back, Uthal. And Cinder tries to help carry boxes as well.
Quick success, it goes up into the air, falls down, and breaks.
I lift it so efficiently, I throw it into the sky!
You're able to pick up the box and you can throw it over your shoulder and you carry it with great ease.
Yeah, and I'm only 4 points lower.
So Imlerith notices how easily Cinder lifted the box and states, well, that doesn't look too hard. I mean, I can do that, surely. So I attempt to lift a box as well.
Okay, you somewhat struggle with the box, but you're still able to pick it up, but you're straining.
Help!
Cinder asks, where exactly are we taking these again?
Your
At
mom's
the end of the
house.
dock, there's a cart. So you're just filling up the
yes.
cart.
I knew that. And Cinder takes it into the cart, I guess, and asks whoever's there in charge what else he should do to help.
There's a large container coming off of the ship, and it will require multiple people to help move it.
Cinder turns to Uthal and say, shall I prove how useless I really am?
I see that as a challenge.
I'm just following the two. I say nothing. I'm in La La Land.
Imlerith is just struggling to make it back because nobody decided to help him.
Yeah, Coda, go help.
I thought I was helping you guys.
No.
You weren't doing shit!
You weren't doing
No, I
No,
helped,
he
but-
was struggling, so I decided to
Oh.
help. And
Alright, fine. I go over to Ilmarith and I attempt to help. Why are you looking at me like I was going to troll you or something?
Could have just kicked out of the back of his neck. Ooh, that's a good idea.
It's an assist, okay? I'm just trying to help him a little bit.
Yeah, you help him a little bit, but not very much. You relieve some of the weight, but not completely helping him.
Then I was like, this isn't even my first form.
Shut up!
And then I roll my strength check again.
No, you don't. Shut up. Alright. Cinder and Uthal head back to that big ass box.
Let the DM do that.
This is what we are deciding to do.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We were talking.
So we Try to lift it. Hold up. And
You gotta fuck 'em
I
once.
also offer my help because I've been there the whole time and no one's known. A slight tear falls down my face.
Cinder turns around and says, "Oh, you were here? Okay, well, why don't you try to help, I guess."
Fuck.
You know, I feel left out, so I decide,
Yeah,
you know, just because I'm short doesn't mean I can't help a little bit. And I do a strength check as well.
I say as he's getting in stance, what is he gonna do? He's short. He comes up to my knee.
And he did a better
And he
job
will
than
fire
you.
Honestly, not that bad of a roll.
considering.
All right, you guys are just barely able to lift it off of the ground, but now you'll need to roll a Constitution check to see if you can hold your grip to the end of the dock.
I got this shit.
Everyone who's trying to carry it.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Imlerith isn't there. He was confused.
Yeah, that roll doesn't count.
Don't worry about that roll. First Akuduku. Ooh!
Bam! We
Look at that Constitution, boy. Wait.
This is you.
Fuck! Sit up with the second roll. Shit. Roscoe, don't want to roll.
I rolled
Oh, did you?
17.
Yes,
Oh.
do Luke.
Ah!
Wow.
Worse!
We
You're up 5 whole times, dude.
All right, so by the time you guys get to the cart, both Roscoe and Aku, they're barely even winded, while Cinder and Uthal are drenched in sweat and their fingers start hurting.
God damn it.
I say this. This is my end's clearly.
Yeah, obviously we have the heavier end while those guys have the lighter end. Maybe we should readjust our grip and again.
Yeah.
I say that's this talk of weak.
Oh my god.
You guys just on your hangboard more. Come on, man. Thing. Grip strength.
In fucking D&D?
Fuck off. My guy's a climber, okay? You
My guy's a climber.
Continue.
All right, so you guys are able to get the large container to the cart, but now they need help pushing it to get it started. So, does any of you want to help give it a push?
Yeah. I think we'll all help push it.
Yeah, I second that.
Everyone helps.
I third that.
Is that a
Where'd you
strength
guys-
roll?
Are you guys there?
I'm still struggling with the box, I believe.
Yeah, and Loreth and Coda is just still struggling with the same box.
All right, so
I'm there yet.
Maybe we put
if
it.
there's 4 of you trying to push it, then you have to get higher than a 10.
On strength.
Easy.
With strength, right?
Yes.
Alright, so there's all 4. Does Cinder try to make up for everyone else? Or?
Uthal counts as a size larger.
Oh,
as
that's
his
right.
powerful build,
That's
so I don't know if that adds anything.
Yeah, it does add some. But unfortunately, you guys still fail.
Can't blame me.
So I guess we take another attempt at
Yeah,
it.
you may give me another
What's
time.
the stance you have to do? Because you did high roll. Show us the stance. I don't know.
Okay, Cinder looks at Akuduku, who is obviously struggling, says, No, you've got your footing all wrong. Here, adjust your feet like this, and let's try again.
Roscoe's already trying, by the way.
Nice.
There you go, Akuduku. kind of fucking name is Aku Duku?
I'm gonna laugh at you.
Fuck!
Oh my god. This is the guy giving.
Cinder slipped a little bit on the mud.
Finally. What, you guys change roles here? like
Because
how we're
of
wasting
Uthal's massive size, he's able to compensate for Cinder's shortcoming.
I used up all my strength in the first push, alright?
You should really.
Hey, I brought it every time. Come on. I'm a quarter your size.
I say to everybody,
Obviously,
stop.
you were saving your tiny little strength.
I say to everybody, stop bickering and start pushing.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god.
Calm down.
I think it's okay. We got it.
Okay, so you guys give the cart a boost, and it starts heading into town. So what do you guys do? Do you guys follow the carts into town, or do you stay there?
Steal the cart.
Steal the cart? The cart's already heading into town. Is the guildmaster still around, or is he gone already?
He's gone already. He's ahead of the carts.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, the carts.
Yeah, I think Uthal's just gonna follow the cart.
We need a steer. Who's directing it? We're just pushing.
Cinder will try to follow the cart as well, but he really wants to talk to the guildmaster.
He's not doing much. His form's bad. He didn't take his own advice.
Excuse me, sir. Akuduku. I slipped, alright?
Excuses of the
The
week.
ground is very muddy.
Slipping.
It was disturbed by the cart.
Sounds like talk of the week.
You want to go?
No. I'm pushing the cart.
Alright, so 2 of us are following the cart. What are the other guys doing?
Yeah. Akuduku, you said you were following the cart?
Yeah.
And Roscoe, what are you doing?
Following the cart.
Okay. We're
I'm following.
all 4 people.
Well, we don't even
I'm
know
not
what those
pushing.
two
All
are.
4 people that helped get that last box on the cart are following the cart, and meanwhile, Inlareth and Koda are doing what?
Pacing behind you guys.
With the box still.
No, we gave up on the box.
So you just left a box.
left the box? No, we finished that one box.
They did, right?
We were struggling, but we finished
They were struggling, but they got it.
I don't
So
think so.
Alright, so they're just following. Yeah, everybody's following the cart.
Except for those pushing.
Well, they
which
have
is
to
still
follow.
technically following.
No,
Because they're
we're
going-
leading the
They're
cart
going
from
with
behind.
the cart. Cinder just fucking face palms and doesn't say anything to that last comment.
Okay, so you follow the carts into town, and it stops at this building. And in the front, did you guys see that?
No,
No.
do it again. Okay.
Okay.
That is the guild hall, and right in front is the big sign with the emblem on the front. That's where you guys seen. You have passed by it multiple times since your time been here.
Cinder remembers once we get to the guild hall as he's looking across the street. He remembers those 2 strangers that helped in the battle with the Chimera. And he turns to Roscoe and asks, who were those 2 that helped us? I wish to go and thank them.
That was Enrique, and I don't know his name, but he keeps saying password. So we're going to call him Password for the moment. They were the fence and his, what I assume is his guard. I'm glad that I found them. You want me to introduce you to?
I'm very glad you found them as well. I desperately wish to thank them for aiding us when surely it was a losing battle. In a time of our they really helped us. I wish to properly show my gratitude.
I say, surely. Let me go introduce you to them as a password in front of the.
Is he there though?
You got it.
He's in front of the shop.
Well,
He's always, or
Oh.
assume he is. I look over and see Password is guarding the shop like he was previously.
Do you remember which
Do you
building
remember
it
which
was?
building it was?
Yes, I remember it is.
Yeah.
If
That one?
That's that one.
That is correct.
That is correct.
You're correct.
So I walk over and see Password standing in front like he was previously.
You do not see him standing there.
Take these as bitch.
Okay, I see that he's not standing there, and I say to Cinder, I don't see him. I think they're out of the top right now. We'll come back to this later. Let's go to Guild Hall and see what's going on there.
Having overheard this conversation to Uthal and say, Password fellow sounds like he hided something.
So yeah, he reminds me of you.
Oh.
Oh.
Like he's hiding what? I don't know. A password?
My gold tooth that he stole from me.
Gold tooth.
Who's all remember?
So remember everything.
So what, Roscoe? We went back, everyone?
We're going back to the Guild Hall.
Okay.
Uthal sees Go coming back, and I'm, so that reminds me that object that we sold. I forgot to give you your half of the payment, and I hand Roscoe. I think it was 100 gold we got. So I give him 50 gold, which is his cut.
I say you're far too generous, Uthal. Don't worry, I'll remember you. And just remember, I never my meals, so.
I will remember that.
Are you a fucking...
Okay, so as you guys approach the guild hall, you see someone standing there with a clipboard and taking down notes of every box that passes through the doors.
I approach him and ask him, what seems to be the cargo that the ship is carrying down here.
They look up at you and say, "Oh, the guild supplies, weapons, armor, magical items. You know, the usual."
Are these to be put for sale, or are they for specifically the guild use?
Some will be for sale. Some will be given as trophies and special gifts for people who do special quests.
Are there any quests? Are there any quests that might be something that my compatriots will be able to assist with?
I mean, if you come back tomorrow, the guild will be completely set up, and then you guys can register.
Who would we speak to register in order to compete on these quests?
The guild should have a receptionist at the front desk, so just go talk to her, and she'll get you all set up.
Before you... I thank you so much for all this information. I will go back to all my comrades and relay this information so that we can help with future quests.
Okay, so what does the group do now?
I go back to Uthal and I say, we can speak with the receptionist tomorrow in order to set ourselves up with the guild for quests. They say that they have many magical items and other valuable goods that we could win by doing these quests for the guild. I think this would be a good opportunity to progress this new land.
Uthal says, good, maybe we can finally go outside these walls and explore the land a little more.
Aku asks, did they say we need any, or I ask you if they need any help with anything else today?
They did not mention anything today.
Useless.
So I can go back and speak to them again, but I believe they're pretty much finished the day and we're ready to retire for.
Is it already evening?
Yeah, what time is it?
It's about mid-afternoon.
We're going to bed early.
Cinder says, "Whatever I can do to help those that can't help themselves." So
I make a recommendation. We should all go back and see if they have any other help.
anything else they need help
And
with?
I decide, okay, let me go speak with the person who I'm speaking with and see if there's any other tasks that need to be done today. So I approach that individual. So anything else that you guys need help with today? I know I spoke with my compatriots and they were all very eager to help today as well as the future. So if there's any tasks that need to be done today, please let us know.
There's no task for the guild, but if you go to the wall where the wall was breached, I'm sure that they'll need help repairing the wall.
Okay, so I return to the group and I say, it sounds like they need help where the wall was breached the other day.
I say, what? The wall was breached? Where the fuck was I?
I say to them, I think you were in a drunken coma.
Not dying.
We're glad to have you back.
Cinder mentions, "Well, we were part of the cause of it, I'm sure. So it's only fitting that we try to help to fix it."
I say, you would be the cause, wouldn't you?
Say the only thing you were doing was bleeding out on the ground, Cinder.
Wow, well, how useless.
Cinder chooses to ignore this remark, knowing it's based purely on frustration, and suggests we all go to help fix the fucking wall.
Do we all need to
That's up to you.
Up to you,
I
Loreth.
think-
Do you want to help or not?
I think Uthal definitely agrees.
Loreth wants to spar with Uthal.
What?
I go up to him and I say, hey, buddy, I think this is a good idea. Let's go help out the wall.
It's in my stuff now, it's fine.
Time for another day.
I think that's for the best. I go to Kona and make sure that he agrees we should go help the wall, rebuild the wall. And he says,
Alright, calm down.
Sure.
okay.
Let's do this.
I tag along to see this huge hole that I missed.
All right, so you guys head back toward the encampment to go to the wall, and the quartermaster stops you on the way. He goes, "I've been looking for you guys. Remember all that crab meat and crab legs that you guys gave me to sell? Well, I got the money back for you."
Akudugu gets fucking none of it. He was not there. He doesn't get a shit.
I retort or respond with, well, it doesn't seem like you did much help either. You were around.
No. That was before the Chimera fight, alright? I helped with the crab.
Chimera craft will start with the C or K.
I speak to Aku and I say, don't worry, I'll give you a portion of my share so that you don't go hungry tonight. But
You're
yes,
too
I'm
nice
not
for a
there.
meal!
I'm chaotic good.
Okay, he's fine.
Okay. I then ask the quartermaster, so what is our take? I know that we should make the agreement more than fair for both sides.
He hands you a large sack of gold. It's like, that's your take to cut up amongst you. That's 4,500 gold pieces.
Not even
No. Split 45 between all of us.
And there's
Oh,
7
that's
of us
a
that was
45.
between because there's also
Fen.
Fen.
Not
Wait, hold on. You said that. I mean, Roscoe said that he gets Aku gets half of Roscoe's cut.
I didn't say half, I said a share.
All right, fine.
Sure.
all right, fine. That's for you to decide how much. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus Fen is 6. 4,500 divided by 6.
Ish, 7.5.
1 second. 4,500.
562.5.
He said, what?
4,500.
562.5.
No, that's by 7. We're dividing by 6. That's how we're there.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
six.
so
I did
it's
six.
750 for each,
750.
and then Roscoe gets to decide how fucking Aku gets because he.
And I Aku 100 gold pieces. This is for helping us on the shit, even though you didn't do much.
With a twinkle in my eye, say thank you so much, one.
I called him one too.
What?
How much did we get?
750.
750
The
each.
750.
834.9. Thanks. Wait, how much did you have? 89? Oh, 849. Sorry. Wait, not 830. Yeah, 39. Sorry.
Seriously though.
Stark with you guys.
Thanks.
Thanks, man. I mean,
Hey, Stark, you had
Don't
that
forget Cinder.
I chill.
I
chill. I
so
chill.
Poor.
110.
Hey, gold tooth.
There you go.
the gold tooth. My tooth.
Well, I was going to a general store.
Well, then you got drunk.
Yeah.
Hey! You said you were gonna split your share. So
Yeah, I said that I was going to give him.
Why are you so poor?
What do you mean? I started with 10, and then I gave a gold to the guy who was handing out the crab meat.
How much did we get?
Because I'm a fucking goody goody.
750. He's at 759.
759. Easy peasy. Come on.
I thought we got
I closed mouth.
We got a lot of fucking gold from that shit.
Your spot not closed.
Did we all? How did we split up the potions of water breathing, right?
We didn't get the potions back yet
Oh, we didn't.
because he had to make them.
Ah, that's right. Shit.
So,
We gotta get those.
are we on mute?
Thanks.
No.
Okay, we're on mute right now.
Having received the gold and giving my thanks to Roscoe, I exclaim, I'm so rich now. I have 110 gold.
Cinder, letting him have his happiness, says nothing.
I say you are welcome. Thank you so much for in future when you are party. Approach much greater tasks than defeating a giant crab.
You didn't help us fight the giant crab, though.
What?
You didn't help us fight the giant crab.
No, I'm saying in future tasks.
Oh, okay.
Much greater than that.
Okay.
So it's more or less.
And then my 23rd
Don't forget about little Roscoe because you can't be holding his own in the
That's what
battle.
makes me take 5 damage from my
You're like the only one that never gets hurt, though.
Yeah, that's because I hide. I
Yeah,
hide
because
like
he's a
a
tiny
pussy.
little fuck.
Alright, so what were we doing?
I can hide with.
So yeah, we got our money and we're so
It's not a hide.
we got our gold. We split it. We're making our way back to the broken wall.
Making our way downtown.
Walking fast, faces fast, and I'm homebound. Anyway,
We're going to the wall.
we're heading to the wall to fix it.
Okay, so what they need to be done is to carve up some trees to make pillars, and they need someone else or another group to use rope to tie the logs together. So you can split up, and one group uses strength check to clean off the logs, and another group uses dexterity to tie the rope.
So as someone who has high dexterity but no strength, I say I'm gonna help tie up the logs.
And
Having been rewarded with gold for doing nothing, I follow Roscoe to help him with tying.
I approach him and I'm like, I think that we have other people who would be better suited for this task. I believe that my
are
friend
there?
Immelrit has very high dexterity as well. He'll be very useful in making sure this. Why don't you go help the others with bringing the logs to us?
Are there axes to you to cut down the trees?
We're clearing them, cleaning them, taking off branches and
But
stuff.
for those with strength,
It's a strength check.
I was gonna say so.
are there axes to use to cut down the trees for those with strength?
Yeah, there's a pile of axes and there's a big pile of unused rope.
Okay,
Luthal makes his way over to the axes. I think it's pretty clear what he's going to do.
and so does Cinder make his way to the axes. And then the others made their.
Sorry,
So Emlith is going to be tying rope. Goes tying rope. Aku Dooku's tying rope.
Helping
No.
Roscoe.
Helping Roscoe.
What's
No,
Dakota
I-
doing?
What are doing?
Assess with the tying.
Oh god.
No,
Oh, I have
we
better-
need said
better
4
strength.
people for the strength thing and 2 people for the dex thing.
Oh, is that what you
So
said?
I approached Immelrith to help me, and I said, "Thank you so much for your help."
He didn't say that. He said
There's just two teams.
Yeah, there's just
There's two teams.
Oh, there's 2 teams.
Yeah.
I thought you said 4 and 2.
Dakota can help with the time.
Having heard Roscoe's spiel about me not being good enough to tie rope, I'm angry at him, so I joined the other 2 big guys.
God damn it.
I mean, I just gave you 100 gold. How angry can you be?
I'm emotional.
Eat some pickle. The dumb, emotional being.
I'm gonna fucking chop off my leg, and you're gonna fucking be the one to blame.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
That's excessive, but okay.
You know, you put your name, by the way.
Mention it.
I mentioned it.
I'm sorry, Aku.
You should be.
I am.
I'm gonna lose a hand and finger, and then I'm not gonna be able to do magic finger casting.
I could have
spell.
sworn he said 2 and 4.
Alright, so which group are we going to do first, Tom?
We'll do the strength first.
Can't wait to watch Luke fail some more.
Oh, fuck, we killed Josh. Alright, so we're going to do Aku first. Whoop. Oh my god. Worst.
Can't wait for Luke to critical fail.
Joshua?
Wait, Joshua's joining us? I thought it was
Not-
us
no,
three.
I meant, I meant say
Yeah, me.
Ah!
Fuck, man. We suck ass.
Man, Luke, you're so bad.
Kill me.
Cinder was the only one that managed to clear off any branches. Uthal and Aku are just grabbing at branches, trying to rip them off with their hands.
Not only did you barely
You
strike
get to
him,
use your rage for this,
I'm
or?
not using my rage, what the hell? Do we try again?
Yeah, you can try again.
What?
You should say you see him.
Alright, so Uthal tries again. And then.
Who thought knows what he's doing, and I just don't care enough
Oh,
about you.
Brandon Sire.
I don't
Oh.
respect. I don't respect you enough to care.
That's the second time I got a crit.
Yeah, you did.
Second.
On the second roll.
Okay, so Uthal and Aku are able to do it this time around.
Hell yeah.
So now it's for the Dex people.
Can do.
Damn!
I found this dick.
Storkin.
Working on it. It's kind of hard on this stupid laptop. Nice.
He's gonna tie himself up.
Don't worry, I'll do
You have to
better
do it,
than
Josh.
Stork.
He's gonna be like darkness.
Oh, I have to do Josh too.
Don't Griffin.
Oh, we roll a 0.
I clicked it.
Oh, damn!
Damn!
Yeah!
So it's that first one. It was.
It was
some
laggy
lag in
because
the
I have
Wi-Fi.
a laptop.
Okay, so Roscoe and Coda were able to tie the rope with extreme proficiency, while Imlerith has given himself rope burns.
So wait. Are we able to see this going on?
Yeah, you're all sitting next to each other.
So I say, or I look to Roscoe and say, "Oh yeah, so Emerith is very tying than me, huh?"
Imlerith is just sitting there blowing on his hands.
I say, I am sorry. I thought that he was actually good at this. He led me to believe that, and I glare at Immerit for putting confidence in him.
And I stare down at the ground.
So then, as a group, do we continue to work at this, or
No, after you tied up your batch of logs, now you guys need to help raise the tied up logs.
so is that a strength check for everyone?
Yeah, they have a pulley system, and you guys have to use a combined strength of above 13 together to raise the logs up.
Seeing the Polly and super intrigued, I jump ahead of everyone and start pulling.
Damn!
What the fuck? He uses his retard strength.
Cinder.
Wait, why are you guys rolling? I jumped ahead of all of you.
It's everyone. You just got there
Oh my
first.
fucking god.
Wow, man.
Please just kill me.
Obviously, you only use your strength
Just
when it comes to
smite
battle.
me. Just smite me.
I can't
Only
wait
use
till
your
the
strength
battle comes up.
when it comes to battle. You save it.
Seriously.
You save your strength until it's battle
Have you
time.
gotten a single double digit yet?
I got 1. That's with the +4 strength. Oh my god. Did Coda roll? Coda's gonna
Wait, what are we doing? We're pulling Foley?
We're all helping put those fucking trees up and make a wall.
Start roll for me.
I clicked it. Oh my god.
Well, 1. You rolled a 0!
No, I didn't.
You got a
You
negative.
got a
We got a
negative
2.
1!
So I
Yeah,
got
two.
a
We
1.
got a 2.
Math.
Man, you're.
That's difficult all the
Holy
time.
shit!
Oh my god, Luke. No.
0 plus negative 1.
Okay, shut up.
Okay, so
Ah,
Aku
that's-
and Cinder are able to pull up the rope, but they're having extreme difficulty because the rest of the group ain't pulling their weight.
I'm sorry,
Barbarian
Stork, you
actually
didn't do a
used their
strength check.
I didn't do a strength check. My hands are still burning, so I look at
Oh,
you guys.
right,
I'm like,
right.
yeah, screw you guys.
Cinder looks at those who failed and said, "Come on, you can do this. Try again. I could really use your help."
I start yelling. And then transform into a Super Saiyan lesbian.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright, we all try this a little harder next time.
It's like, alright, I'll try again. Start.
I'm doing it.
That's right.
He's on a laptop. Leave him alone.
See into the.
The worst. That you didn't even get 13.
I got 11 though.
We need 13. I'm gonna need a 13 out of you, Joshua.
Well, I did better
Oh
than
my
90.
god.
After being embarrassed by getting his hands burned, Imlerith decides to give it another try.
Woo!
Hey,
Nice.
Okay, you guys, I got about halfway, but you'll need one more good pull, and you have to make over 10.
I yank with all my strength.
Oh my god,
Andy's-
Roscoe.
And it's just useless.
If I got one number, would have actually been better. 'Cause I would've been
Damn. Jesus.
retard string.
Joshua!
Cinder's good.
I'm just gonna get a 5.
Oh my god, you got a 1.
I did better than you.
I rolled a 2, thank you.
Oh,
Well, you can math.
Am I doing it again?
Yeah, you have to do it too. I called it
shit, I got this, boys.
Luke, I have a -1 in strength and I'm rolling better than you.
Luke, thanks for taking care of this, by
Yeah, fuck you.
No, seriously, thank you for doing this. Because I would have been happy to, but I'm impaired now.
I'm impaired now. Well, we got a 1, a 20, a 19, a 6, a 16, and a 5.
Is that enough, boys?
Probably not.
Roscoe's 1 probably
Well,
fucks
it's
everything
3
up.
for 3, so 3 of us
Hey,
made it. and
hey,
3 of
don't
them
be
didn't.
talking shit about me, Roscoe.
Okay, most of you guys are able to pull it up, but it just needs just a little bit more, so you now need a collective strength of over 8.
That's easy. There, done. It's not strength save, stupid. It's just strength.
You fuck Cinder.
What happened?
God damn it.
Why didn't I roll
I
twice?
used up all my fucking energy the
Fucking
first time.
friend.
Oh, you guys play
Dude.
this
He's got that retard strength.
Man, me
Seriously.
and Brandon had that retard
I
strength.
guess so. You're not even retarded.
Right.
Okay, so you guys are able to pull up your batch of logs, and you notice right next to you Borthol pulling up his own logs by himself easily, and he looks over at Uthal and gives him that snide smirk again, and then walks away.
You have to fight him.
I will fight him eventually, okay?
Do I see the smirk?
I think
There's
Uh,
Aku.
yeah, all you guys notice this because you're standing there watching him pull up the logs by himself.
Uthal just kind of gets beat red and just
masterpiece.
gets angry and starts trying to work a little harder.
Seeing this, Aku turns to Uthal and says, "What's up with that guy, big guy? He seems like a dick. I don't like him. He made you mad.
A lot of things make me mad.
Do I make you mad?
Sometimes.
I'm
When
sorry.
you're useless.
Am I useless now?"
No!
Okay, so you have patched up the wall, but there's still more work to be done. But for now, that's all they need you to do.
So it seems like we're done, guys. You want to go to the tavern and drink?
Seems like you are already drunk enough.
Now I can start to see straight.
Oh my god.
Cinder says, for once, I think I could use a drink.
Uthal agrees and follows suit.
For once, someone wants to be drunker than I.
I just want some tacos.
Tacos don't exist. Shut the fuck up.
You don't know that.
I look over to Aku. Yeah, but I'm not going to cover your bar tab.
The drinks are on you tonight, Aku, aren't they?
No. They're all for me and me alone.
Cinder will pay for his own fare, thank you.
Roscoe glares at Aku saying, I would try to be nice to you. And then doesn't finish a statement.
Let's start a rivalry, please. It's just the beginning.
I'm not scared of you short stuff. I saw you slacking on the boxes and the pulling of the rope.
Fucking Bill
I
Cosby,
go over to
bro.
him and I just say, you don't need to try and start shit.
I'm
Then
not.
I walk over by Uthal because, I can't hold my own.
Fucking butt buddies now.
Pretty much.
Uthal
Roscoe
doesn't
and
pay
Uthal
him
are
any
butt
mind.
buddies.
Oh, wow.
Just so you know.
He just kind of storms off because he's still pissed off about Dorkthal.
See, this said, "Hey, some buddies, huh?"
Cinder begrudgingly follows Aku to the tavern, hoping things will get better once he's drunk. You're already,
No, I'm getting sober now.
which is why you have to continue drinking so that you can be drunk again.
I don't think I want to be drunk.
Alright, so we're all continuing to the tavern.
Okay, so you all go to the tavern, and the tavern is fairly full, but there is one table left in the far corner.
We approach a table and we suggest one of us goes up to get a round of drinks.
But whoever it is should have a good charisma so that they can persuade the barkeeper
And not drop the
to
drinks.
give us free drinks because we saved the town from the Chimera.
I mentioned to them, hey, let me go see if I can get some free drinks, but this round is not on me.
Hey, do you need me to accompany you to bring back some of the drinks? I don't think you're capable of carrying that many drinks back.
It'd be nice to have a bitch to bring back the drinks.
You're just hating on everyone.
Roscoe turned into a real dick.
I say that and I punch him like it was a joke. Inworth, I appreciate your help.
I see,
I kind of stare at him glaringly.
I say, don't worry, your first drink's on me.
I smile.
We approach the bar.
And did you say anything, or are you just standing there?
I thought that the barkeep would address us once we,
Steps dominant. She can't see you.
She can see the elf.
She can see that.
She turns to look at you guys, and she goes, "Well, what can I help you guys with?"
I say, hey, I know that we helped with the Chimera the other night. Would you be able to give us a special deal on drinks tonight?
Before you finish your sentence, the doors swing open and everyone starts cheering. Oh, it's the hero, the one who saved us last night.
We look over and
I swear to
use
God.
a perception check to see who it is.
I just want to throw this other town's a trolley fuck, so you were feeding him, so that's why he's doing it. He does this to me almost every session that we play. There's this character that's a recurring character called Orc Face, and he likes to fuck my mom every single time. This is practically your Orc Face in this session. Just throwing that out.
Is it password?
No, it was
Morthal.
Morthal.
Oh.
It's the Orc Face in Fast
I'm
Session.
gonna kill that.
Funny, because I was gonna ask if he fucked Luke's mom.
Shit.
Was that muted or unmuted?
I think it's
That was me. That was on
You're a
me.
Yeah, Tom! I know what you're doing.
Quit spoiling it, bitch tits. Okay, so you turn around and you see it is indeed Borthol standing there with what looks to be a piece of horn from the Chimera.
Are you serious?
You stole the horn!
Did none of us pick it up?
You picked it up.
I picked it up?
I think you picked it up.
No.
Because I picked Ben up because he's still knocked the fuck out.
Oh shit, I did pick up the horn. Hold up. How the fuck does Borthol have it?
Stole it.
You check your inventory and the horn is still there, but he seems to have a different horn.
I say to the barkeep, my partner has a horn. I know I saw him pick it up. We were the ones who dealt with the Chimera with Enrique and the one who always says, "What's the password?"
He's got a fucking fake. My sincere sense of justice will not allow this to stand.
The bartender looks at you guys and
Borthol
she's
says,
just shaking
"You
her
are
head
lying.
in disappointment.
What?
Damn.
What?
Do you think we're lying?
Say it again.
Say that again.
I ask her,
Hold on.
does this Borthol guy have a reputation around here?
Well, of course he does. He's a high-ranking member of the guild. He's a platinum member, or I'm sorry, he's a platinum rank.
Cinder.
I say to her,
It's over,
"You're not there. You're not there." I say to her, "I know that we were able to deal with the Chimera that broke through the wall over there.
What?
Let my partner show you
Oh,
the
yeah,
horn,
right.
and can you help us set this straight?"
She continues just shaking her head. She goes, "Listen, do you want to order something, or do you want to keep weaving your tails?"
Savage.
I say, "You know what? We will prove ourselves in time. Let me order around for the group. How much is it for one beer per all 6 of us?"
4 copper per person.
That's,
Today's
how
was free.
many gold?
Like 650 gold.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay,
We're
so I
fucking
pay
fine.
her.
We're
I
loaded.
pay her. How much do I owe her?
Shit.
10 coppers, 1
Fucking
silver,
fuck
and 10
Borthol.
silver.
We're loaded. Loaded.
So we need some conversions, or just give her some gold, dude. Just give her a gold piece.
Dude, it's 100.
We
Yeah,
have to keep the change.
yes. Give her a gold piece. Keep the change. She'll fucking love us.
Okay, I give her a gold piece.
She says, I'll bring the drinks over to you guys."
Bitch.
Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. Just please remember, we were the ones who took care of it, not Borthol. I don't care what he says to the group.
Okay, so you guys go back to the table. A few moments later, a man walks over with your drinks and hands it to you. And he has a cup and he specifically hands it to Uthal. And he looks at him and smiles. Goes, "This one's exactly for you."
Uthal asks who it's from. Who is it from?
And he steps to the side, and you see Borthol sitting there with many pretty women, and he raises his cup to you and gives you a wink.
Uthal takes the mug, raises it, and just downs it.
Yeah, I would have just dumped it.
What if it was poisoned?
Uthal don't give a fuck!
Cinder ever since Borthal walked into the fucking inn carrying a fake horn from his goddamn chimera because I have it,
Why don't you confront him?
wants to fight this motherfucker. So he tries to convince Uthal, let's fight Borthal. He's a lying asshole.
Uthal says that there's nothing to gain by fighting him in the middle
You
of the
just
bar.
slapped us. We're like level 3. He's
So-
probably like 13.
I almost beat him the first time I fought.
You know what?
Really?
Yeah.
Cinder realizes, you know what? A bar fight is good for no one. It has no honor. Fine. We'll let it go this time.
This time.
Okay, a few minutes pass by, and the barmaid comes over with your drinks, and she hands it out to you guys. She asks you if do you want anything else.
Can I get a sweet roll?
I ask, is there anything on the menu tonight? I'm getting kind of hungry.
No, seriously, can I have a sweet roll?
We don't have any sweet rolls. What we have is fish stew with potatoes, cheese steamed bun, chicken casserole with peas, or goose ramen with oat bread.
I ask, is there anything with crab in it? I know we killed something with a giant amount of crabs, so you know it really sounds good right now.
Goes, oh yeah, we got plenty of that stuff, but we were saving it for the party tomorrow night.
I ask, what type of party is this? I mean, I would love to be part of this.
Since we gave fucking town the crab meat.
Oh,
I
it's,
look over.
it's Borthal's celebration for saving the town.
I knew it.
Thomas being such a trolley.
Uthal is very pissed off. And so is Cinder because he knows this is not right.
Thomas being such a trolley block right now.
Cinder is fucking seething right now. His flame mohawk is flaring up to unprecedented levels because he's so goddamn pissed off.
Uthal
Can I check my criminal contacts to put a hit on Borthal?
Uthal puts his hand on Cinder's shoulder and says, "Calm down. It's not worth it. You're gonna light the building on fire."
I'm gonna do a magic trick and shoot a magic missile.
Does anybody have poison?
Do you have like fucking transmutate or
I mean,
or
Were we muted?
No, we're not muted.
I just figured Thomas says.
I
Thomas
got-
probably just
you
laughing
don't
his
have
ass
any
off, right?
Yeah, he's probably
Do you?
dying of
I
laughter.
do not.
Yeah, he's a little fuck like that.
do you have any illusion spells?
That
Johnny?
Wait, actually, go to my character sheet.
I can make
I was
things
thinking of
brighter.
doing one, so. Okay.
You
The
sure?
the barmaid gives you guys a little nudge. Goes, how about I go in the back and I make you guys some crab cakes?
Cinder
I
says,
say to her, I would really appreciate that, and I'm sure my
Minor
friend
illusion.
Cinder.
I do.
Oh shit!
Alright, hold on, Tom. Hold on, I gotta think.
It's gonna take a while.
Let's look at minor illusion. What does that do again? How do I have to do it?
It's glitching out.
Can I?
Things like that.
Yeah.
You do create
Sound.
voices. that
How?
we
What's
make
the
here.
range on it? Do I have to touch him?
Sound like
5 foot cube.
30 feet.
30
yeah,
feet.
the inn is yeah. Think of whatever you can think of.
What should I do, guys?
no. That's metagaming.
That's on
It's
you.
all you. It's all you.
Just think of something to fucking torment that asshole.
That is metagaming, you're right.
Well, we can continue on with, I guess, a little scene while he thinks of something.
Yeah.
So let's continue where we left off.
Yeah, so I think we were ordering food. I think Uthal will take a bowl of the. Uthal says, "I'll take a bowl of the. What was it goose ramen?
Yeah, goose ramen.
Goose ramen, please."
Okay, anything else for you guys?
Tacos.
I'll take the crab cakes.
Cinder, after fighting a giant crab, doesn't really have much of a taste for it, so he'll also order the goose ramen.
I don't remember. Do I have a beard?
You can say
That's
you
your
never
own fucking
explained
decision.
it.
I don't remember.
Do you re-
I don't remember anything about myself.
Fucking Christ.
I'm deep in thought, haven't even touched my beer, so I ignore or don't respond with a dish.
It must be lost in its special place.
Imlerith kind of looks into the kitchen. He can see into it and notices that things seem kind of unsanitary. So he decides to unpack a ration from his pouch on his back.
Oh, shit. You eat a ration?
Yeah, homemade ration.
You willingly use a ration
Yeah.
instead of eating at an end.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Tavern.
Okay, so the maid walks away to put in your order.
Uthal says to Cinder, what did you do with that horn that we obtained from that chimera? Alright. Cinder's currently dying right now.
What?
I said, what did you do with that horn?
It's still in my bag. He says as he's choking on a piece of goose.
This isn't here
We
yet.
didn't get the food yet.
Shut up! It's fine.
We need to figure out why Borthal is...
Because he's trying to boost his own reputation and claim that he's the one that slayed it while everyone else ran away.
Well,
So
then
no
we
one
need to
else
go
would
kill
know.
something bigger. Uthal says.
I pat Cinder on the.
We need to kill something bigger than the Chimera, bitch. We didn't even fucking kill the Chimera.
Well, we should have. We would have if you wouldn't have been there
I
hanging out on the ground.
I suggested we go for that hamstring, but all you fuckers missed.
You were also dead on the ground.
You were dying.
I was not dying while the Chimera was running away. I tried.
Okay. Luke, where's your meaty sausage?
I say to the group, you know, we shouldn't be fighting each other.
You're
We
right.
did our job. We protected town. We know we did good for the group.
Now.
We have plenty of gold from the grab.
You know what? You're
We
right.
don't need glory right now.
You know what? You know what? You're right, little one. My pride sometimes gets in the way, but ultimately, all that matters is that the townspeople are safe, and we drove away the beast.
I say to the group that I know I need more arrows tomorrow, but I know my buddy Aku needs to say something right now.
This is out of character. I just have a question, Tom. For minor illusion, is it one? It says a small object. Is that like? Can I do like a few teeny crabs, or just one small crab?
What was the spell? Minor illusion.
Yeah, minor illusion.
Okay, 1 sec. Okay, yeah. So, what is it that you wanted to do with the spell?
I don't want to do it right now. I'm just planning ahead. But yeah, I don't want to say it just yet. I'll ask you when the time comes.
Okay. Okay, so a few moments pass, and the barmaid comes back out with your guys' food, and she places the food down in a large plate of crab cakes right in the middle for all of you.
I look at what's his name?
Who? Borthal?
Borthal. I look at Borthal to see how he reacts or what he's up to.
He's currently sitting in the corner, surrounded by a bunch of people, with 2 women sitting on his lap, feeding him food.
I guarantee you Tom's laughing.
Is he looking at one of them?
No, he's looking at the crowd, telling the tales of how he drove off the Chimera.
Is there someone he's looking at in particular?
Not that you can tell.
Can we do
There's a
a
large
perception check?
Sure.
So this is all me, so I have to roll the perception.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys are all doing your own thing. I'm still lost in thought.
Perception's actually pretty good.
Fuck.
No. Damn it!
You can just tell that he's looking at the group, but you can't tell specifically who he's talking to.
I know. I know.
How close are we to the horn? Can we do an investigation check to see if we can notice any signs of it being a fake?
No, you're on 2 different sides of the tavern. You would have to get up fairly close.
I use my halfling nimbleness to do an investigation check.
Baby has
Twitch while you're at. Twitch like 1 minute of cantrip, so we can do as many times.
Say yes or no.
Say it again, Andy.
Can I use a halfling nimbleness to get close enough to do an investigation check?
Where I have a question while I'm still looking. Where is the horn?
He has it tied around his neck.
So would I be able to get close enough using my halfling nimbleness to sneak under people in order to get close enough to do an investigation check?
You can't answer that.
Okay, I'm gonna use my halfling nimbleness to get close enough to do an investigation check.
Okay, you're gonna have to do a dexterity check to weave through their feet. You're not able to make it through. They're shuffling around, so you find it too difficult to make your way through.
I tried.
Okay, going back to the group, I say, I don't know if we can get close enough, but I know that that's a fake.
How do you know it's fake? So you say
Yeah, do we know if it's a fake or not?
You cannot tell. But it does look like a horn.
why don't you compare it to Cinder's sword?
Are we unmuted?
Yeah.
What?
Oh my God!
Jesus Christ.
Brandon just
What?
had an epiphany.
Epiphany.
Sorry, Akanuku had an epiphany.
It might not work. I don't know if it'll work with minor illusion.
Just suggest it and see what Tom says.
So if
Thanks so much for bringing
you go up with the real horn to compare it, can I use minor illusion on that, and then everyone in the vicinity or whatever will see that like it's a fake to make sure it looks like a fake?
No, not with minor illusion. That's a little too advanced for minor illusion.
All right, that's what I figured.
So basically, either I would have to go up with the actual horn and make a persuasion check, which I'm not particularly fond of, or you ruin Borthal's reputation.
Or I could go up with it.
All right. Yes. All right. Cinder realizes that Akuduku is kind of dumb, but for some reason people actually listen to him. So he willingly gives the actual Chimera horn to Akuduku.
Having not known why I was given this, I asked what this is. I don't know.
Cinder says,
Wait. What's my intelligence again? Mine's
9.
Oh shit.
Your intelligence is 9. I say to Akadugu, Borthal is lying. I don't know what that is, but that's a fake Chimera horn. I have the actual one that I actually picked up from the Chimera while we were fighting it. I need you to convince everyone that he is a fake and this is real.
I say okay. And I start making my way to it.
Okay. I love you.
So, yeah, I received the true horn.
Akuduku.
Yeah. So I received the actual horn from Cinder, and I understand the situation. So I start making my way over to
Downtown.
Borthal to confront him, and
It's like he's actually his character.
dick.
I love you.
So I make my way over to him to confront him and compare the horns to try and convince people we have the real one.
Okay, so you walk up to the large group that's around them. So what do you do as you approach them?
See,
I should be liars.
No.
You have the best persuasion skill out of everyone here.
I'm thinking to go along with my character. Give me a little bit of time.
Okay,
This was thrown on me.
Okay. I guess I don't know your ideals, bonds, and flaws. So this is all you. Sorry.
So as I approach
Borthal.
Borthal, does he notice me?
No, they don't pay any attention to you.
So I speak out asking Borthal, how he got that horn. Is it horn?
Yeah. Hey, how'd you get that horn?
He looks at you and he starts laughing. Well, of course, I got it when I defeated the beast. And where were you last night? Probably sleeping.
Where I was irrelevant. But that's funny that you have a horn because I also have a horn from the what's its name? Chimera. Space.
He starts laughing and he's like, "Oh yeah, let me see it then."
Don't go to him.
I do not give it to him. I said you can see with your eyes.
And him and other group just start go psh, and they start pushing you away.
Before you push me away, why don't we compare them? Mine in my hands, yours in yours. Because I guarantee you, there's some distinct differences that you'll be able to tell. Mine is the correct one that my friends have slain. And this is a fake. And I try and persuade them. I don't know how persuasion's going to come into this.
Yeah. Just do whatever Tom says.
It'd be more of like an investigation to tell the flaws in the other horn.
Yeah. And I have -1 fucking investigation.
Perception, maybe.
Can I try and make my way up towards the
James, you
group
already
to see
tried.
if I can follow my friend Aku and support him?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, do I need to do a check?
No, you just
No,
you go up there.
You go up there.
Okay, can I do an investigation check on both horns to see if I can notice any differences?
Yeah, you can
you
try
can,
to look at it.
Turn it off.
Okay, as you look at it, it does look a little different.
How so?
You're not there.
I mean, I'm not like in character. Just how's it
Was that a high enough investigation for us to know what was different?
It's a different shape and it doesn't have like the same color and ridges on it as the horn that you guys have.
I mentioned to the group, it does look like there's some distinct differences in the colors on the different horns, and the ridges just kind of look off on this one. It looks like it's from a much different beast than the Chimera. What do you guys think?
Now he's doing the persuasion, though.
I have 4 persuasion. I should be at least.
I have 6, and my highest thing is charm, though. Yeah, so that's why
We'll bring you into it.
We'll bring you in.
We'll bring you into it.
Swag.
I guess we'll see what Tom says.
They start looking at both your horn and his horn, and they're like, "Hey, it does kind of look different, but how do we know yours isn't the fake? I mean, yours is quite a bit smaller."
Mentioned that we were with Enrique and his partner Password when we dealt with the beast. And I look over to Aku and I say, you know, it does look like theirs seems a little bit manufactured, doesn't it? So then I wait for Aku to try and take this as a way to persuade the group.
He starts.
I
He starts laughing at your claim, and he says, "Fine, then we'll take it to an expert then."
I mentioned Enrique knows many different beasts and would understand the value of a chimera horn. Why don't we take it to him? I mean, he is the town fence. He would know the truth, as he was there when we dealt with the exact beast that we're talking of. Wouldn't you agree that the town fence would be a good judge of character on what
No,
is and
it
isn't?
wouldn't be. Tom Fence is a thief that sells stolen items.
But he would still know.
Yeah, but you still knew what the little pearl thing was.
So he would know whether or not it's a legitimate item since he has to deal with this type of good.
Barthol starts laughing at you, And he looks at you and claims that Enrique is a thief and no one can trust him. That there's far better experts at the guild.
I think the only way to get this motherfucker to step down is to beat his ass. No, seriously.
No. How about we just prove it to him? We'll just bring that Chimera's head with the missing horn.
We're gonna fight the Chimera again.
Yeah, we're gonna
actually
track
kill
the
it.
Yeah, we're gonna track it down. We're gonna bring its head, and we'll show it off.
All right, fuck it. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Okay, but
All right,
You guys got to
We-
RP
we
that.
got Akuduku now.
Okay.
We got it. We got it.
We're also missing Fen.
Let's do it. No, it's fine. Ben's
so
with us.
we're gonna forsake the other adventures that the guild have to offer tomorrow.
I mean,
Let's
we'll
well, not
still be
now.
there.
Let's talk to the
Just
guildmaster.
like a future
Let's talk to the
pursuit.
guildmaster and say, you know what? This Chimera attacked the fucking town. Why don't we go and kill it? And that way we don't have to worry
We're
about it again.
metagaming so fucking hard right now.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, you're right. All right. I actually don't even know where my character is.
You're back at the table with me and
I mean, it could be so.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Dakota.
so Brandon is still the only one there.
Brandon
Talking
and
Brandon and
Roscoe.
Roscoe. Sorry.
Okay, whatever.
So-
now I can't say any of that without it being metagaming.
It's fine.
It's
Just
Tom, can we do that?
Yeah, you're.
I'll allow it.
Now no more fucking metagaming.
I'm
No
sorry.
more of that.
I'm so bad at it.
Stop being drunk.
That's too late for that.
Go drink
So
some
having
more.
read the situation and seeing no one's gonna believe what Roscoe brought up since he is apparently a thief. I make the suggestion: what if we bring the head of the Chimera back and show that this horn is the true horn taken from the head?
They all start laughing at you again, like, "Oh yeah, a bunch of weaklings over there is gonna take down a Chimera, especially that big ass wimp over there. Think he's gonna do anything? I highly doubt it. You guys couldn't even lift up a few logs or a crate."
Great.
I mentioned to them, our friend Uthal did go blow for this Borthal, who could barely handle it. It seemed like it was a pretty even fight, if you ask me. I mean, they both left being dragged back to their tents, from what I remember. And I wasn't hit, so I think I remember it pretty well.
Well, I don't know if you remember this or not, but I also just got done fighting 6 other men, so he was the 7th one, so obviously I was just a little more tired. And your friend over there, Weak Arms,
Excuses, right?
he got taken down by a couple of blows.
That
So
sounds
how about
like
you
fun.
go back over there
Back over there.
and sip on your
And
weak
sip on-
alcohol and leave us real heroes alone?
He pisses me off. He's not being real.
You speak of weak, but the way you're talking, it sounds like it's more weak than to take up on our offer. If you actually defeated it, you wouldn't have any issue with us attempting it.
You talk a lot for a weak little person.
There you are again with speaking of weak when you have no proof to show it.
I have proof right here. Now beat it, kid. And he pushes you away. And then the crowd starts pushing you guys out of the way, and they surround Borthal again to continue on with their little party.
As we walk away from being pushed, I say, yeah, we have the real deal too. We'll just show you.
Cinder holds up the actual horn above the
I
crowd.
have the flippin' horn.
Oh yeah, I gave it to you. Never mind.
Water.
No.
I don't expect them to hear it, but... Alright, so we return to the table, and I share with them our idea and how to bring Orthal? Orthal down.
At least I know his name.
Dude.
Well, I mean, this is the first time you really hear that.
Uthal is pretty much in the middle of eating.
Have they brought our food to the table yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think he says to the group, well, let's just take on some quests for now and see what the guild has for us. Maybe we can make a name for ourselves. And if we get the chance to show Borthal up and track down that chimera and prove that we were the ones who actually drove the beast away, then we should jump on it.
I agree with Cinder agrees with Uthal. Ultimately, all that matters is the safety of the town. So we should do all that we can to protect him.
I will follow you guys in your decision, but I don't like my friends being mad.
Well, useless one, I'm always mad.
And that's why I like you.
You spit on me.
I say
It was
to
an
the group,
accident.
you know,
Yay.
as long as we get gold along with this glory, I'm all fine with whatever we do. But I don't like that Gorthal. He seems like he knows better than us when he is less than us.
He's just a parasite that feeds on fame. That's all he is.
Damn, I should have tried to persuade the crowd to have him accept their offer. Fuck.
It's fine. It's fine. All right.
Let's go for a
So
persuasion check.
it's evening. We're at the bar. We're eating. All that happened.
What's next?
Let's just go to sleep for the next day and then
Head to the guild.
report to the guild to get a mission.
I agree with Cinder.
Just like put all this Borthal bullshit behind us and just do the duties that are required of us.
Should have said fuck up.
I know.
He said duty.
What say you, Emloreth and Akadugu?
Fine by me. We could always use more coin in my pocket.
I like shiny things.
Good. Okay, so we're going to sleep till the next day to go back to the guild to find a mission.
Okay, you guys head back to the tents, and when you go inside one of the tents, there is a box in there wrapped up with a note on top of it.
I have a note on it.
What happened? Sorry.
When you guys walk inside one of the tents, there is a wrapped up box with a note on top of it.
It can't be wrong, right?
I mean, there's magic. Anything can happen. Uthal inspects the note. Oh wait, can I read? I can read.
Can
Right?
Who has the highest investigation skill?
I can read.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have 4.
Let's have Roscoe investigate this package, please.
I
Decide to investigate the package.
Do you read the note first, or do you open the package first?
I investigate the note first.
Okay, you open up the note, and it is, in fact, addressed to you, Roscoe.
Ooh, what does it say?
To my little dumpling. Here's to a long and fortuitous relationship. Love, Enrique.
No, Enrique would not do me wrong.
Hold on. All right, Tom, what did you say? Because we all reacted very violently there.
It said, to my little dumpling. Here's to a long and fortuitous relationship. Love, Enrique.
I open the package.
Inside the package is a quiver of 50 plus 1 arrows.
I think
Oh, fuck my thing.
You just keep him on server mute. Oh wait, we can't.
Yeah, if he's playing through him, if he's
Sorry,
talking
I just have that for if I go.
And Tom can do it.
It's fine. Okay, now it's better, right? Yeah, now it's better.
Yeah.
Sorry. I apologize, Tom.
Can you hear you right now?
So I have 50 plus 1 arrows.
Enrique fucking loves you, man.
I mean, I'm not complaining.
He wanted to kidnap you. Purely because you were a midget.
He did want to keep. Oh my god.
What's happening?
Okay. Are we muted or unmuted? Alright, so are we just going to bedtime?
Is that what you guys are doing?
Just gonna rest until tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna rest till tomorrow.
Okay then.
Okay then.
Okay, so the next day arrives, and you said you're gonna head to the guild hall first, then.
Yeah, we're gonna go see if there were any quests to get us out of town. Start the adventuring.
4 months
Okay,
later.
so you guys head toward the guild hall, and outside the guild hall there's a crowd of people, and as you make your way to the crowd, you see in the middle there's the guild master, the man with the big armor, and you see him standing on top of a box giving a speech to the crowd. We are here to give thanks to the great hero Borthol for saving our town. And you guys see Borthol kneeling down in front of the guildmaster. And he continues, and for such bravery and quick action, I grant you this. And he turns around and he hands Borthol a large magic axe and hands it to him. It's like, for this bravery, we award you with this magic axe, and we will grant you 1 rank up in the guild. You are now Borthol, the mithril rank in the guild, and we shall give you a title. You shall be now known as Borthol the Warlord. And the whole the crowd starts clapping their hands and cheering. And after a few moments pass, the cloud disperse, and everyone starts heading inside.
Hey, Tom?
Yes.
Yes.
I hate you.
You're just enjoying being a trolley fuck, aren't you, Tom? You're laughing your ass off at home, aren't you?
No.
Okay. Cinder says to Roscoe, hey, why don't you figure out what Borthal's afraid of? Since you are the sneakiest and most persuasive out of all of us. And then maybe we can put that to our advantage, because this goddamn asshole doesn't deserve any of this.
I mentioned to him that I may not be the most persuasive of the group, but I know how to get knowledge. Let me see what I can do.
So I try to persuade everyone in the team to calm down. We still have the original objective. We find the Chimera, and we get the head. We can prove it then, regardless of his reputation.
I say to the group, let's go to the guild masters, see what quests they have for us.
Let's see what Coda's persuasion skill is. Or was
I actually got to roll to persuade you.
Yeah.
Persuade us.
Yeah.
You need a 24.
Uthal just accepts it.
No. I want Coda to fucking roll for this shit.
All right.
So we all have to make saving throws then.
No.
You just gotta roll high enough.
And it's up to Tom of whether he actually rolls high enough.
It work?
There it is.
Crit.
All right.
Well, we're going to the guild, boys.
Hey, Tom.
They're all enamored with your voice, and they all calm down, and they say, "Thank you, Coda. You're so amazing."
Thank you.
You said never can happen.
Thank you,
Must
Coda.
be false.
You're so amazing for talking me down from my base rage at this goddamn motherfucker Borthol.
We still
Ultimately, all that matters is that the town is safe, and you know what? The best way to prove that he's wrong is to do this ourselves.
I want
Yes,
to
we
fucking
need to
kill
prove
shit.
a point.
I think the best way to prove ourselves right and to save the town is to kill the Chimera, like you
We
suggested.
will have the last laugh.
You're right.
Or we die. Either one.
Have no fear, Akuduku
Thanks.
is here.
So we go to the guild master and we say, "Yo,
Yo! That's it. Yo!
we know the Chimera attacked the town. We drove it off, despite what Borthol said. We want to finish the job."
No!
No,
No!
no.
We're gonna die! Oh my god.
Hey, we can work
Hey,
up to
hey,
it.
hey, yeah, exactly. Who knows if we're gonna find it right off the bat?
All
There's
right,
probably gonna be a shit ton of stuff we have to fight in the
Continue.
meantime.
No,
we're
let's
metagaming.
just do adventures so we
Do
can level up.
This is our adventure.
My God, we're derailing so much. Tom probably hates us.
No, we're not. This is our adventure.
Fucking Borthol's probably the BBG.
The what?
Big bad guy.
No.
EFG?
He's gonna be the big dead motherfucker pretty soon.
If Borthol has anything to say about it.
BDG.
What is
Big
what is
dead guy.
Shit, was that
Borthol? An orc?
unmuted?
Yeah, what? I don't think we ever determined.
No, I think
We
we
never-
did. Borthol's an orc, right?
No, he was like
No,
a
we
bull.
never determined. We could just
No,
tell
I'm
you
pretty
fake.
sure we did. Tom?
No, you guys never discovered what he was.
He had like horns though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Cut off his own horn.
Okay.
And what? I'm just gonna copy my own horn.
I look at Cinder and I say, "Do you actually think we're ready to deal with that monstrosity again?"
Obviously not.
Well, Imlereth, the chances are we won't find it anytime soon. But we will follow its tracks, and in the process, we will encounter many dangers, and we will get stronger, and we will be ready for it.
So, what say you? In the meantime, we look for other adventures to partake in.
I think we pursue this one goal and do whatever we can to protect those who can't.
I
protect
try and
themselves.
persuade him to freaking change his mind and do goddamn adventures and quests.
Cinder must protect those who cannot protect themselves.
Brandon, do your persuasion check.
And that's what we're gonna do.
He's gonna persuade. Or not.
Wait, is that not high enough?
That's pretty high.
That's pretty high. We'll see what Tom says.
Okay, so roll a wisdom save throw.
For Cinder,
Yes.
Yes.
wisdom.
Oh! You're out by one.
That was close.
Aku is easily able to convince you to calm down and see the truth, or not see the truth, see how everyone else is feeling.
All right, Akudubu. I suppose I was too zealous in my pride to defend those who can't defend themselves, but I recognize that maybe we aren't strong enough to defeat this beast, as we barely managed to get away the first time. So I suppose we should probably build our strength and then fight this monster.
I mentioned to the group, let's go to the Guildmaster, see what quests they have for us. We can find one that will fit us at our current level.
Perhaps we can even upgrade our requisitions.
What does that mean?
Our
I nod towards
supplies,
Immoran.
weapons, armor, the such. We have gold.
We have a shit ton of gold. You're right.
I don't.
We could get stronger.
You wear cloth armor. Who the fuck cares?
Wow.
You wear clothes.
I gave you 100.
I don't know about you
happy
guys,
with what you
but-
have.
My quiver seems to be pretty light these days.
I give
Boothall and I are in the front lines, and we need armor.
I look at Immoran.
That's a good
If you
point.
need arrows,
Oh, that's right.
I got 50 my guy
Yeah,
Enrique.
great.
Yes.
Well,
Don't
you
worry.
need a better weapon.
But I think we can use some of that gold we got off the crap.
Yeah, I think so too.
Cinder agrees. Perhaps maybe we should invest
So-
in something that would help us survive.
So let's get a question on Kira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go. We're gonna see what kind of quests they have at the guild.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys head inside the guild hall, and on the right side of the wall is a large board with quests on it. Right next to it is the front desk, and throughout the rest of the hall, there's just tables of people sitting there talking and trading items.
So, what's on the board?
We approach the board.
Okay, you approach the board, and there's little pieces of paper, and each of them with different quests. And at the bottom, there's a little like a little picture of like a metal color.
I'm sorry, a picture of a what?
Metal color.
Like gold,
Bronze,
silver.
silver. We're ranked through like bronze, gold, silver,
Gotcha.
platinum,
So,
mithril.
what?
I mentioned to the group that we should probably go for something that's a little easier right now, just to get our bearings as a group, and we can attack harder foes
Team. Just
as
throw-
we know each other better.
I
you still
counter
need to
with
sign up.
I counter with, well, we drove off a chimera, so perhaps we're probably better than simply a bronze.
Well, that's for the guild to decide.
Uthal says that we need to go get our ranking first to see what quests we can acquire.
That's a logical thought, Uthal. I will follow suit.
All right, so we're going to go to the receptionist, I guess, if there's one.
Okay, so you approach the receptionist, and she looks up at you and with a big smile and welcomes you guys to the Adventurers Guild.
I mentioned to her that I spoke with one of the other guild members the other day, and he stated to go to her for new quests. I asked, what quest do you think we would be suited for?
She says, well, hold on. First, we gotta put in your registration.
Okay, what do you need for us to register?
Okay, so she hands you guys each a piece of paper with a guild contract. So she needs you guys to sign it and to put in a registration payment.
Okay, I do an investigation check on the contract.
Roscoe the lawyer.
Is there any fine print?
I know. Is there any fine print, Tom?
He's got a roll still.
Tom didn't even agree to a perception check yet.
Investigation.
Sorry, whatever the fuck it was.
Wrong sheet. Sorry, guys.
Oh my god, the worst.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, god damn it.
You look through it, but it seems fairly standard.
First off, before Roscoe even does that, can we all read and write this shit?
I think that's up to you to determine.
Yeah.
Can we all read it?
I think the only person in question is me, because I'm a fucking
Yeah.
barbarian.
Yeah, I second that. It's all on your
Okay.
intelligence. Technically, apparently, we're not that
Aku is
dumb.
not that
Well, what's your
intelligent
intelligence
either.
If your
I mean,
intelligence
you're
is above an
able
8, you can read.
Okay.
Alright.
Because isn't that like the average human?
Sorry, what are we signing right now?
Yeah, we
You're
just
you're
signed
signing a
something.
guild contract.
Alright, we
After looking over it, I decide to sign.
Yeah, Uthal just signs it. He probably doesn't even.
No one
read it.
else want to look through it?
Nope, I'm not.
You know what? Cinder's gonna just try to look over it first.
Investigation check.
Cinder's gonna try to investigate it. Fuck!
There's just too many words, and you get tired of reading it.
I want to try to investigate too.
Investigate.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The same goes for Coda. There's
It's just
you don't feel like reading
you don't
it.
feel like reading it.
I try investigation as
Alright, I
well.
got poop.
Me too, actually.
Why wouldn't I?
Hey, why don't you guys try to?
I really hope I get a
I will.
great
We get
roll,
spiders,
so
Storm.
you guys can all look at me in a new light. Fuck yeah!
I still don't respect you. Cinder still.
He has a
I look
negative
over
one.
the-
He has a negative one.
Cinder still. Cinder only respects.
Hold on.
Oh,
Suits-
the
suits-
bathroom.
suits-
See what he says.
Suits
Look
up.
at Spider.
Okay, so you look over the document and it says stuff like every once in a while you guys will be required to go through a rank up mission, which will judge you to see if you're worthy enough to go up in rank, and you guys will get rewards based on the completion task. And it says when you complete the platinum rank, you'll be given a special title, specially suited for each of you.
You got platinum.
Having heard or read this information, I share it with the other adults.
Excuse you.
Say that out loud.
I
So he does.
I fully agree with these terms. I fully believe that we can complete any task that's set up in front of us.
I decided to sign on as well.
Uthal also, well, Uthal already signed it, but he says that this could be pretty interesting, and it could lead to a lot of fun stories.
Will beat
And
Boyle
tails.
actually fucking working.
Uh,
I hate him.
Josh and Stork also went poop, so they're not here.
They
Alright,
agree
do you
though.
guys want to
They
take a
agree.
15-minute break then?